It is 23 minutes past 6. We've got some of your weather pictures to show you in a moment. First, though, some classic black and white shots that capture Devon's social history. Yes, they're part of an amazing archive of 80,000 photographs that date from the early 60s through to the late 1990s. Well, much of the collection, taken by former press photographer Jim Thorington, has now been put on Facebook. Jackie Bird has been taking a look.
This was the cheeky face of photographer Jim Thorington. A very well-known face in West Devon from the 60s to the 90s, he was a press photographer who always had his camera round his neck. He amassed an enormous collection of stills, photographing everything that moved and quite a few things that didn't, keeping all the negatives squirreled away at his home in Tavistock. On his death, his wife gave them all to Tavistock Museum, and they've spent the last 10 years archiving around 80,000 of them. But there are still around 20,000 to go.
And there was always that risk that the entire collection could have ended up in a skip. But between Shirley and the local history society, it was decided that the local history society would take on the responsibility of the collection. It's a sort of mosaic. I mean, we've now scanned about 11,000 envelopes of negatives, and that's probably 90,000 images. So it's a huge mosaic of Tavistock life and the life of the villages around Tavistock over the last 30 years.
But these photos aren't being kept in a dusty drawer. A new project has begun to share them with the world. A special Jim Thorington Facebook page has been set up, and they're gradually downloading all of the photos that they've scanned from the original negatives. Jim had a rather sketchy way of recording what was in his pictures, and by sharing them, they're getting to find out who's in them and what they're of.
People are finding it emotional seeing pictures because they didn't know they'd existed. Grandparents, people would like, wow, that's my grandparents, I've never seen this. And, you know, I love it, seeing what it's doing to people. I put a comment a while back, if one photograph makes one person happy on one day, I know I'm doing a good job. It's worth me doing it, because I'm not doing it to make the people happy as such, but the point is, it's lovely to know that Jim Thorington's pictures, 40, 50 years later, are spreading happiness.
It's been a way of finding out about long-lost family and putting people back in touch, something Jim's daughter Sandra G is very proud of.
And his name will live on, which I love, because in years to come, when I'm gone, when my stepmother's gone, he'll be remembered. Almost brings me to tears even now. But he certainly made sure he left a legacy, which won't be forgotten very quickly.
Even her husband David has seen photos he's never seen before.
That's my Auntie Jan, which I didn't know the picture existed, and it's nice to see the picture.
What Jim wanted was to share his photographs with everyone. This unique piece of social history is bringing together a community and helping to recapture memories through the eye of a lens. I've even spotted myself. I think I'm the original photo bomber. Jackie Bird, ITV News, Tavistock.
Brilliant. Jim Thorington, what a legend,
yes,
by all accounts.
I know.
And amazing that Jackie managed to spot herself in the background of that picture there.
I love old photographs, as you know, I collect them.
Yes. You'll have to go on his Facebook page.
I
It
will
looks
indeed.
Brilliant.
Not so old photos now as new ones.